Hello everyone, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society. We just completed our second mission, and we should probably level up Min-Jeong. That seems reasonable. Min-Jeong will gain resistance to saddened attacks, or Min-Jeong will gain resistance to excited attacks. Well, sadden gives you minus 25% speech, so that seems more important to avoid. Let's do that. And she does gain her Tearjerker attack, which is a AoE sadden move. Affects all enemies within the target circle, plus 50% power if one of the targets is already saddened, and plus 25% power each turn off cooldown for a maximum of plus 75%. Now, we don't have anyone else who can sadden, unfortunately, so no one can set that up for her, which is kind of unfortunate. But we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Alright, let's go ahead and do our research. We definitely want to go for nature sciences. Awesome. Plus 2 study when spending insight to perform a campaign, a collect, or a study, depending on who it is. That sounds great. And extra supplies for each mastered research field. Right now it's just 1, but hopefully very soon it will be 2. 6 to 10 extra research and 20 to 25 gold from discovery. Sounds great. And plus 1 discovery whenever you find a treasure, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we're very close to getting the origin of species, and I would like to grab that. And I think we'll manage to get it. But before we do that, do we want to grab any more students before we do use our insight to gain more study? And I think that's probably a good choice. We'll grab one more student. There we go. And we'll probably stop there. But that's nice. And I'm considering grabbing a lobbyist as well, just to get some extra campaign. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Now, let's use our insight with Anna. Look at that. 7 study tokens. Very nice. 1 more of those should give us enough to finish off our research tree. And we can actually save 5 insight, so we probably should do that. Here we go. Gain a treasure, the origin of species 2. There it is. Plus 1 campaign and plus 1 collect when spending insight on study. Awesome. That's very nice. Now we could go ahead and we just gained some more insight too. So we could go ahead and do that. We get quite a bit now. But beforehand, we might want to consider buying an even another helper entourage. Another cheap one would be great. Like a lobbyist, for instance. Some extra status from campaign and some more from discovery when we do that. That might be nice. Anyone else? We could do the merchant. That would be cool too. And the merchant's a little cheaper. Yeah, let's do the merchant. Okay. Spend another insight here. Okay, and 1 more. I'll put us back down to 5 again. And let's see, does that allow us to get another... That would allow us to get a lobbyist if we want it. We don't really want a journalist or a trader. They don't benefit from Min-Jeong's captain perk. So yeah, let's grab another lobbyist. There we go. And we do have enough to unlock another tree. What do we want? Anthropology, engineering, or psychology? Anthropology makes the most sense because we are going to be solving every encounter devious if we can manage it. And anthropology is the best field if you want to focus on a certain attitude, which we do. So let's go ahead and unlock that. 4 to 6 research from every encounter token. Nice. An extra tool for this one. Plus 1 or plus 2 encounter when you spend insight to perform study with a 4 or 6 archaeologist. We don't have a 4 or 6 archaeologist. Maybe at some point we will. Plus 1 encounter when solving an encounter with a chosen attitude. Yeah, okay, so all these are pretty good. We won't get to them now. I would also not mind getting this one, emotion studies. You can choose one emotion that will have a stronger effect. But, that's going to be expensive to get just for that. So I think we're going to not do that. It was tempting, though. It was tempting. Alright, should we grab some more study while we're at it? Sure, why not? Let's see if we can afford 1 more paper. 1 more research paper. I think we should be able to. And in the meantime, we're gaining a little bit of status and a little bit of gold as well. Wow, didn't quite afford it yet. I was kind of surprised. I expected to get it right there. This should do it, though. There we go. Oh, and we got something. What do we get? Oh, famous. Okay, got enough renown to get a few points from that. Nice. And we'll take the extra tool. I think that's going to be the right choice because we don't have a level 4 or level 6 archaeologist right now. So, yeah, this is definitely the right choice. Get that tool. Next one's going to cost us 300 research, so we'll see how long it takes to get there. All right, now we do have a good amount of gold and a good amount of status remaining. Let's check out our specialists in here. 150, I thought so. We can gain extra study for every encounter we resolve deviously with Igor the Plotter, so we'll take that. Yeah, great. And let's look at our shops. Now, this new shop we unlocked is great for our team because it gives us books of specialty emotions, rage, sadness, and horrors. These increase the power of the basic attacks of those types. So for sadness, for instance, increases the power of sadden and try to sadden by 20% speech. Very nice. And our legendary book here, which I'd love to get from Min-Jeong because she has sadden. Increases the power of sadden to try to sadden by 20% and gives 30 speech power and 15 attack power. Spoiler alert, the puppy dies. That would be awesome. Now, we can't afford that right now, obviously. But it's good to have available if we would like to do it. We also have access to naturalist electromagnetics. I think we already have that. We do. Diplomat customs could be nice for Charles, but he does also learn it on his own. But if we gave it to him, we could then learn survivalist spotting. Cooking pot gives survivalist cooking, which Charles already has. Rogue bluffing, naturalist geology, which unfortunately we already gave to Anna. Diplomat negotiations. Beguiler astonishing doesn't help. Quick finger reflexes, not much help. Okay, so we don't really care too much about any of these. The only one we might consider is the monocle. And right now he already has an item in his trinket slot, so we'll wait on that. Let's take a look at our other trinkets back here, since we do have 2 slots for both Anna and Min-Jeong. Naturalist, perks there, and archaeologist is right. So we could get the trowel and broom. That would give Min-Jeong archaeologist excavation, I should say. Not evacuation. Excavation. And adjacent opponents gain minus 10 speech defense, which would be very nice for Min-Jeong. Worth thinking about. Naturalist chemistry. I think Anna already has chemistry. No, she doesn't. But she can learn it in her next level up, so we probably won't bother with that. You know what? I think we're going to skip on all these, and we're going to buy some new items, some new attack items. Unfortunately, if I level this up to be able to afford a Master Book of Sadness, which is what I'd like, I won't then have enough gold. But we do have 1 insight left. Let's go ahead and buy that. I do want to give her the Book of Sadness, so let's give Anna the Exploring for Dummies. We'll sell the cheap gloves. So we're only 17 gold away. When we get 17 gold, here, 12 to 19, am I willing to risk that? Or I could just go get a collect. You know what, I'm going to risk it, and if we don't get it, I'll just sell another Exploring for Dummies. It only gives 1 attack or 1 extra speech anyway, so we'll go ahead and risk it. And we didn't get it, which is unfortunate, but we'll go back into our shop here, and we'll just sell this this Exploring for Dummies for 15. Or we could sell the Rusty Ring, which only gives 1 speech defense. That would be fine too. Let's do that. There we go. Gives us enough for the Master Book of Sadness. 14 speech power, 8 attack power, increases the power of sadden, try to sadden by 20%. Very nice. All right. Awesome. Let's end there for buying. We did get a few extra points for unparalleled speech power. Awesome. I say awesome a lot. Everything's awesome. It's good to have a positive attitude. But I do apologize. I know I repeat that word a lot, and I will try to get better at diversifying my vocabulary. All right. We have some options here. We can go to the Highlands. Very good for a friendly crew. We can go to the desert, which is decent for a aggressive, friendly, or devious crew, really. Or the Andean Adventure, which is great for a devious crew, has plenty of research, and is good for diplomats, survivalists, engineers, and rogues. We don't have the engineer and rogue. We do have the diplomat and the survivalist. That might be very nice. Let's go ahead and do that. And we definitely want to work on these Discovery Spotter and devious challenges some more. We are not as ahead of Rivalo as I would like. You made it to Mysterious Andes range. So far, so good. Min-Jeong feels the gain here was already a great achievement. Navigating the mountains was extremely difficult, even with the state-of-the-art blimp. A group of warriors finds us. Foreign intruders. They must have come to topple our emperor. Get them. All right. And here we go. We do get a few extra rewards now for solving encounters deviously because of the stuff we gained at the shops, the entourage shops and stuff. We do have a Mindbender mission here, 65 speech damage to a single target. That's very unlikely to happen. The only possibility is Min-Jeong. She's the only one who has even a shot at it. And we can try. We can try and see. If it's going to happen, I should probably buff her first, though. So I will use Anna to buff her to plus 25% speech. This is the most powerful Min-Jeong can probably get to right now. 56 speech. And she does have that book for 20% extra power on Try to Sadden. And Sadden. And we can defeat this warrior right here, right away. 104 damage. Ooh, wow. Look at that damage. 104. It's incredible. I mean, it is. That's absolutely incredible. That's amazing. And Anna already used her move to buff Min-Jeong, which turns out we didn't need, but that's okay. And we'll just start working on this warrior here. Shouldn't have a problem finishing them both off next turn. I'll also keep in mind that because Min-Jeong was in melee range there, she also gave the minus 10% speech defense, I think. Is that true? I'll have to check it out later. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Actually, did we give her that item? We might not have given her that item. I think we spent all our money on the book instead, so never mind. That is not true. But if we can get Min-Jeong that item, that trinket, then she'll be even more powerful. That actually doesn't quite finish him off, but that's alright. We should be able to finish it off pretty easily with Charles. We're going to bring Min-Jeong down here to complete this guy's sadness. There we go. 119 damage. That's insane. So good. Okay, very easy fight. Didn't take any damage. Awesome. There's that word again. My feelings. These invaders will surely try to stage a coup against our glorious emperor and take our national treasures. We have to warn the Imperial Guard. Okay. Do we want to go visit this emperor? I think we do. Let's pay him a visit. And there is his temple, or palace, or whatever you want to call it. A palace, all right. We know we do have to be careful with the Imperial Guard. And let's level up Charles to start with. Group Insults debuff gives the target an additional minus 25 armor and minus 25 speech defense. That seems great. Or Group Insult deals 25% power when Charles has a positive state of mind. That's also really nice. That might be good. Let's take that. It's very easy for our crew to put the rest of our crew into a positive state of mind. Every one of them, except for Charles. So Min-Jeong has the Excited, and so does Anna. So Anna can use her Try to Excite to either buff up Min-Jeong or Charles. And Charles will now do plus 50% damage when he is excited, because 25% extra speech, and then 25% because of the buff we just took. So that will be very nice. Let's move along. You encounter a lonely villager peacefully gathering food from local plants. Charles sees he's trembling heavily. I'm sorry, but if I don't warn the guards, they will hurt me. He runs away and warns some nearby guards. All right. We'll just insult you. That's how we're going to solve this situation. And we can solve this friendly. The villager would be grateful, or we can solve it devious to get this extra study token and to get our devious champion. And so I think we're going to do that. What does our group insult look like at the moment? Oh, there's Deride. We did get our new ability, by the way. Deride. 125% speech. Target becomes enraged, giving it minus 25% armor, and it heals the user's spirit by 50% of the damage inflicted. So we want to wait until he needs healing to use that. We're not going to use our AoE yet. That would be a waste. We'll just use Min-Jeong to take out this villager from range. And we'll use the rest of our turn to buff up some of our members. So we'll use Anna here to buff up Charles. There we go. And wait for them to get a little closer. Yeah, that's a nice tight grouping. Let's see here what our AoE looks like now. A little bit better. We can't actually get in range of them yet, which is a little distressing. We do have our AoE for Min-Jeong now, too. Tearjerker. 50% of your speech power. Affects enemies within a target circle. 50% power and stronger state of mind if one of the targets is already saddened. And gains 25% power each turn while off cooldown. Let's see how this looks. Oh, very, very decent. Very good damage. And that is without her being buffed. So let's go ahead and excite her with Anna. Anna might end up just being the buffer in this run. And if that's all that happens, hey, that's fine. Look at that. Great tearjerker. And all of them go down. And now we can bring Charles around. And we could deride this guy if we want. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. He should just go down next turn anyway, so I'm not worried about using my good attack. And we'll bring Min-Jeong around with her awesome power. And we can finish him off with Charles. There we go. And that will give us another level of Devious Champion for 6 points. Awesome. There's that word again. 6 more attacks to get 8 points. We'll work on that. The guard's serious military expressions break and they start crying uncontrollably. The villager is trembling even harder than before and passes out. Poor little villager. You know what? Let's go get some supplies, or we can go to this village for free, 0 supplies, and then head over there afterwards, but it takes 2 then. So yeah, let's just go get some supplies. The night is coming and you need a place to set up camp quickly. You can go further into the jungle until you find the perfect camping spot, or we can find a safer and more conventional spot. We can camp safely for 2 study, or we could try for an interesting spot, and I think I'd like to do that, and I will use my tool here to get a 73% chance so we don't lose our resolve, hopefully. Ah, got unlucky anyway. Long story short, you got attacked by jaguars, and Min-Jeong is now afraid of bugs that look for human warm places at night. And we lost our resolve. That's really unfortunate. Alright, I guess we'll continue. The city is ravaged, but its spirit is still strong. Rebels are training hard and villagers are repairing the defenses. There are no Imperial guards to be seen. This is Vilcabamba. You're safe from the Emperor here, travelers. We're the last city to actively resist our dictator. Can we help you? We could absolutely use the help of some seasoned adventurers. The Emperor has switched tactics. He's now looking to desecrate the hero's relic, an important legendary item that embodies the people's resolve. We must find it before the Imperial Guard does. Alright, he'll give us a location. There it is. And yeah, we could actually just travel to the city. That might be the easiest thing to do. Let's travel along the Indian roads to another city. And we will travel to... Ooh, which one? I don't know which one this is. It doesn't look very plagued from its little icon, so maybe it's the Jungle Trade Post? It was not. Very unfortunate. You arrive at a small trading post in the middle of the jungle. It's actually pretty relaxing and a nice place. Welcome to our small trading settlement. Here you can hop on a llama and travel the lands quickly. Or you could trade some exotic goods for gold. Let's trade. We'll get 6 collect. And then we're instantly going to spend that. And we'll go to the Plague City, and hopefully that's the one up here. It is. Very good. What a dark and troubled place. Local guards are everywhere, and the streets are teeming with the bones of the dead. They seem to be in a lot of trouble. Every day we are attacked by hordes of skeletons. That sorry excuse for an emperor refuses to help us. Can we help? Yes, a vile necromancer is terrorizing the city. She's been sending wave after wave of skeleton warriors because we won't accept her as our princess. The emperor isn't doing anything to stop her. Please go and confront her. Okay, cool. Don't be friendly to her. No worry. We're not going to be. Okay, it's right there. Let's go check out the hero's relic. We can visit a shop, I guess. We don't have any money. We trade some resolve for supplies. I'm not going to do that. We value our resolve more than supplies at the moment. Let's leave this place. Oh, Anna has gained quite some respect for Min-Jeong. There aren't enough people in this world who have standards and try to live up to them. However, Anna still wonders how Min-Jeong keeps everything so organized. Min-Jeong, what organizational techniques do you use? Min-Jeong is happy someone finally noticed. Yes, you have to keep things tidy and organized. She learned that at the Korean court. Some expert scholars taught her all about keeping an agenda, keeping a budget, and agile web development. She suddenly has an idea. She could send some scholars to help Anna. We could get some students, some lobbyists, or some merchants, and I would love to get some students. Anna is amazed how helpful. Together, Min-Jeong and Anna will be the most methodical explorers there ever were. Anna is even inspired to open up her own travel agency once these adventures are over. Awesome. Again, there's that word. 20% speech power, now that she loves Min-Jeong, and gains archaeologist royalty. That's not one you see very often. I don't know if I've ever seen archaeologist royalty. That may be brand new from this expansion, I wonder. 20 speech defense, because admires Anna, what a genius, and gains the naturalist mathematics. Okay, awesome. Again, that word. I've got to stop that. How do I get out of that habit? You find the search party looking for the hero's relic. The Emperor has just addressed them and is about to leave. Alright, let's see if we can get to it first. Oh, we have to attack these guys and get their information. Now is our chance to strike. Let's go. We're going to send them crying off into the jungle and take whatever they know about the hero's relic. Alright. And they're clustered up pretty well for us, but it's early on, so we don't have a lot of power. Let's see. Who do we want to make more powerful here? It makes more sense to make Charles powerful because he gains 50% speech from that, as opposed to Min-Jeong's 25, but 25 speech on 47 might be worth more. Nah, we'll use it on Charles. Okay, we're going to give Charles a little bit more speech power, and we'll bring him. Oops, wrong person. We'll bring him right up here and see if he can get a good AOE. Yep. Wow, look at that. Nice. Now they're all enraged, which is probably not too helpful. I don't think. What's the range to? Minus 25% armor. So that's not that great. But it wouldn't have mattered either way. So now we'll tear jerk. Ooh, we can't quite hit everyone. If we could do a very good job. But we'll get rid of 2 of them at least. And we should have no problems finishing off the other 2 next turn. And a miss. Not very threatening. Okay, 13 damage on that one. Oh, we need to get 10 or less in order to get Pain Absorber. That's unfortunate. I gotta say, that Sadden book turning out really well for Min-Jeong. Very glad I grabbed that. Probably try to grab one for Charles as well for Terrify. I might not do it for Anna. We're using her mostly as a buffer, so that's fine. You break their self-confidence. Did you hear what Charles said about my tunic? It's a proud heirloom I got from my grandmother. Sniff. Go use that rag to wipe your tears. Now where's the hero's relic? Way down there. Of course it is. Alright. It seems the hero's relic is stashed away in Hero's tomb deep inside the mountains. Okay. Anna takes out her taser again and smiles gleefully at Min-Jeong. Min-Jeong knows what this means. It's learning time. Min-Jeong hopes she memorized the book Anna gave her well enough to pass the test. Min-Jeong has learned about... You know what? Let's just take another discovery. Well, she does have mathematics now. We could give her, like, electromagnetics. We are getting close to being caught up on this discovery, and I'm a little worried about that. But if we get the hero's relic, we'll get a discovery from that because it's a treasure. So, yeah. No, let's get Discovery. Discovery's the better choice. Okay. Awesome. There's that word again. 47-71 research, 51-65 gold, and 6-10 status from Discovery. Not bad. And there's our points for it. And now we need to get 4 more to get 6 points. Let's head down. Do we want to take out this Necromancer? We could give it a try, but we only have 2 resolve, and I'm a little concerned. Do we risk it? We probably shouldn't. Let's just pass on by. We're low on resolve, and I'm worried about just losing. You come across a small Inking patrol led by one of their fierce commanders. Fortunately, they haven't seen you yet, and the terrain ahead provides some cover. Anna can analyze the patrol pattern and calculate a path because she is a naturalist. Crouch 50 feet north, wait for 10 seconds, run 90 feet west. Crouch 50 feet north, wait for 10 seconds, run 90 feet west. Your crew safely makes it past the Inking patrol. You're ready to continue your adventure. Alright. We'll take the free stuff and continue on our way. You arrive at a small Incan village. Min-Jeong is not sure whether this particular village is with or against the Emperor. Charles notices some signs with red crosses through them. The villagers greet you. Good day, friends. At least, that wholly depends on your opinion of the Emperor. We don't like the Emperor. Good guess. The villagers believe you speak wise words and promise to spread your wisdom. Alright. There's our campfire. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Any interesting cards? Eureka, 3 insight would be awesome. Not gonna mention it. 8 collect, we don't care about that too much. We don't care about Beguiler Charms or Diplomat Generous that much. It would give us 2 supply, which is nice. And Charles does not have Diplomat Generous, so that is an option. It's definitely one we should keep, if nothing else. Where we're not actually getting any engineer levels, so we'll just discard that one. And I wouldn't mind having Eureka at all. Let's keep Eureka, and let's do Meet the Locals. And we will give Charles... we'll give Charles Diplomat Generous. There we go. I'll consider it. Charles shares stories, food, and even some items he can go without with the locals. They are surprised explorers can be so nice, and we also get some supplies. Very good. So Charles should be a decent diplomat now. Rank 3, and he'll get rank 4 as soon as he levels up one more time. Let's go try to find the hero's relic. We now have plenty of supplies that we don't have to worry about running out, and we can afford to go do that. After following the map you got from the Imperial Search Party, you've managed to traverse the labyrinth of mountain paths to find the hero's tomb. Min-Jeong can just feel it. This is going to be a very dangerous investigation. There's a lot of work to do. Is it really worth moving all those boulders? If we fail, we lose 2 supplies. That's okay. Might as well use our tool. If we fail, we'll keep it. And if we succeed, we don't lose the supplies. But we did get the extra supplies, so I'm not too worried. But we succeeded anyway. You break through. It's been hard work, but the combined strength of the crew lets you find an entrance. The tomb is dark, dusty, and moldy. Anna has to cover her mouth to prevent herself from fainting. Rubble and fake walls are prevalent. If we had an athlete, we'd be able to break a fake wall here and get some extra rewards, but we don't. The corridor is getting too narrow. One crew member must race through first. Traps are the most obvious threat. For a quick thinker, we don't have one. A charmer might barter safe passage from spirit guardians. We don't have a beguiler either. But we'll send Charles. He's the diplomat. Suddenly, something happens. Uh-oh. A spirit guardian stands before Charles. He stops Charles from moving forward. This is the tomb of the Andean hero. What gives you the right to trespass on these sacred grounds, and why would the hero allow you to visit his grave? Now, we don't get any beguiler perks, obviously, but we do get 50% just from being a speaker, which is why I sent Charles, and we'll hope he can get the 50% chance. Ooh, looks like it. Nice. The spirit guardian carefully agrees. Ah, yes, you are quite handsome and charming. Everyone knows charming people are cool. Please go on ahead. The crew regroups and continues. The hero's tomb must be close, and there it is. Simply amazing. This must be the hero's relic. Then a bunch of Imperial guards burst in. The searchers must have notified them of this location. Thanks for clearing all the obstacles for us. Now allow us to burn that hero's relic. We can't let them do that. Let's defend the banner. Okay, and we are going to solve this deviously. 80 attack damage to get Painbringer. That's not going to happen. So we won't worry about it. Okay, not too bad. We got a group here and a little bit here. Let's just take out this group, and then we can focus on this one as they get closer. We'll start with buffing up Min-Jeong. That will help her try to one-shot someone, which would be nice. Yes, and yes, in fact, we can do that. We'll one-shot the blue one. They're usually a little bit stronger. And hopefully Charles can do a good amount of work on this last one here. No. The answer is no. He cannot. No matter what he does, he can't take him out. So we will just do a little bit of damage and finish him off next turn. And a miss. Okay. Very threatening, clearly. Alright, they are grouping up. That's nice. Let's bring Min-Jeong over and get Tearjerker down. Unfortunately, Tearjerker is kind of a small AoE, and we cannot hit everyone, which is very unfortunate. Ooh, we can't even hit 3 there quite. Oh, we can. Just barely. And I think I'm going to do that. Well, you know what? Let's wait. Let's wait and see what can Charles do. Let's buff up Charles. That increases his AoE by 50%. Ooh, he can't get in range. That's unfortunate. He can hit 3 of them, but he can't hit all 4. So maybe this is an opportunity for us to just hang back one more turn. We'll let them get a little closer. We'll let both AoEs, because both Charles and Min-Jeong's AoE get stronger the longer they're off cooldown. Right now, Tearjerker is at 25%, which it can get to 75%, and Group Insult is at 10%, and it can gain a total of 30. So if we wait one more turn, they will get some more power. And we'll probably only take 1 attack, which isn't too bad. There it is. Ooh, that's a rough layout, though. That makes it very hard to hit them all. Not thrilled about that. Yeah, I can only hit 2? Okay, never mind. We're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. 102 damage. Very nice. Actually, can't quite take him out. I can almost do it with Deride. Yeah, let's go ahead. That'll heal him a little bit, too. There we go. And yeah, healed all the way up. Nice. We could come over and use experimentation if we wanted to. But I'm a little worried about putting Anna that close. Can't quite reach it otherwise. You know what? We'll just wait. Oh, they moved to a... that's interesting. They moved to a devious tact. That's interesting. Okay, and they are nicely grouped up now, of course. And we'll just finish them off with a combination of AoEs. Well, actually, no. We'll finish them off with 1 AoE. Because that's all we needed. Min-Jeong is super strong in a devious group. You'd have to be an utter moron to destroy a national treasure like that. Min-Jeong and the crew have made that perfectly clear, and the soldiers are confused. We are such pathetic excuses for Incan warriors, we almost destroyed the pride of our nation. And we need to go home with the treasure, which we will. Hero's Banner. Your current highest level diplomat gains +1 secret on diplomat spins. Your highest level engineer, well, we don't have one, so never mind. 2 research from study, that's pretty good, considering we have 21 study tokens already. That's 41 extra research. I think I'll take that. The secret would have been good too. Alright, we got the treasure. If we show it to the people of Vilcabamba, the last city of heroes, they will surely be grateful. We better visit them, but that will be a little bit of a trek. Let's go down here. And we can take the llama, travel to another city, and we'll take the llama to the city of heroes. This costs us some collect, but that's okay. It'll save us some resources. Back in Vilcabamba, you are greeted by scrappy rebel guards. About the hero's relic. Yes, is the relic safe? We got it. Extraordinary. Who would have thought it to be such a beautiful banner? The legend tells us that those who find the hero's relic are destined to keep it. Just allow us to copy the patterns and then bear it proudly. We are humbled and thank you. We got a secret there. Nice. Could we help fix the town's defenses? Work to gain 4 collect for 1 supply. We could do that, but let's not. Let's just go. Let's leave the heroic town and let's head for the end. What's the easiest way to get there? Probably this way. Okay. A lone raging man storms towards you. You thought you got a game, but you actually got a blank, not even a story. Do you like to be annoyed? Sure. Nothing you choose matters. Why are you here? Are you capable of making decisions? I don't know. It's not really a game. I was so excited to play, and this is not even a game. Min-Jeong is very confused, but it's obvious there are deep wisdoms hidden in his oracular words. This might change the crew's worldview. I don't know what that event is. I'd like to figure it out at some point, but I have no clue. If someone has an idea of what to do for that event, please let me know. I'd be interested. Precious stones. Okay, we got 1 collect there. And we have 1 supply left, so let's go to this nature challenge. Might as well. The mountains hold plenty of natural wonders. Keep your eyes open. It's imperative to finding something valuable or interesting. And we'll find something interesting, sure. The real victory is you didn't find any llamas. Okay, that's fair. We could grab some supplies down here, but we don't have an engineer or a rogue, so chances are we'd fail. So let's just end. The palace. Treasure guarded by a dictatorial emperor must lie within. Let's go. The palace is heavily guarded, and we can try to sneak in, but we don't have a rogue. So, well, we'll try anyway. I guess we'll use Min-Jeong. I hate to do that. We should probably use Charles, because he's the only one with any defenses, so even if we lose the armor and the grit, at least he won't be too badly affected. Wow, we actually succeeded with Charles. Way to go, Charles. With some clever sneaking, Charles passes the guards and opens a side window. Very clever. Walks down a hallway that is decorated with statues and carvings of the undisputed emperor of the Incas. Charles knows you'll face the emperor right after opening the next door. Here we go. There he is. And what do we want to do? Yeah, we're going to topple the government. Yeah, we're going to topple the government in favor of a more explorer-friendly one. Sure. The emperor is not impressed. Warriors round them up for punishment. He looks like a formidable force and will need to break his concentration. This should not be very hard at all. Again, this fight, the emperor basically just need to make sure he doesn't stay confident. As long as he's never confident, he'll actually never even attack. I've never seen him attack when he's not confident. And we shouldn't have any problem at all keeping him not confident because we have excellent devious people. Should make that very, very easy indeed. Let's start with taking out this guy right here with Min-Jeong. Very nice. And we'll bring Charles over and we'll let him tank up a little bit here. I'm tempted to use group insult, but let's not do that. We'll just use Terrify, which will give the Emperor minus 25 attack, but that doesn't actually matter because the Emperor is never going to be able to attack if we play this correctly. Okay, miss on Min-Jeong. Nice. That 25 grit coming in handy. And Charles will take a few attacks here, but he has really good defenses, so it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, there the Emperor's buffing his subjects. Not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Yeah, let's just take out this guy. How dare you try to attack me? Let's see, what else do we want to do? We could deride that soldier, but that won't take him out, so we'll just use a normal devious attack, and then we can always bring Anna around and finish him off. Again, not scared of the Emperor. The Emperor will not attack unless we let him be confident, so I can gather all my guys around him, and it's not an issue. Okay, miss on Charles. Again, that crit coming in handy. Okay, the Emperor has now made himself confident, so now we do have to attack him and get him out of that state. And I think we'll let Min-Jeong do that. Okay, Min-Jeong, make the Emperor sad. Okay, not quite. Usually it takes 2 attacks to sadden the Emperor appropriately. And this appears to be no exception. There we go. And he'll lose his shotgun there. and he is safe to leave alone for another couple turns. Actually, one more turn of full attacks on him will probably just kill him, or cause him to run away crying because we're devious, right? Let's see here. Do you want to do anything else? I mean, I guess we'll just attack the Emperor. What do you know? What do you say? We'll just finish him off next turn. Let's just end this charade, shall we? We do have Pain Absorber, but we haven't gotten that yet. 8 or less damage from a single ability. Yeah, 15. We're probably not going to be able to get that one. And we, of course, won't get Mr. and Mrs. Aggressive because we want to solve things deviously for our main quest. So Revelo will get a few points, but that's okay. Another miss on Min-Jeong. That's nice. Making his warriors confident. We don't care. We could actually just cheer jerk here. Sure, why not? Let's just do it. Just to wipe everyone out, because we can. And finish off the Emperor with Charles. Very nice. You broke your opponent's minds. Holy smokes, you convinced the Emperor he's bad for the people. That's a first. You're right. I'm a lousy, despotic tyrant. No one would want to have diplomatic relations with me. This country deserves better. I will resign and allow for a new president to be elected. A victory for the Incan people for sure. +2 study for each level of rogue, +2 campaign for each level of survivalist, or just +2 to 4 status from campaign. I think I'll grab that. We have a decent amount of campaign. It becomes clear that a new and independent leader must be chosen. What about the rebel leader that we gave the hero's relic to? The brave rebel leader, Haina Kapak, will make an excellent leader. He already has an impressive track record, and many cities support him as leader. The council is enthusiastic about your proposition. We'll call him to the court, and he is thrilled. Finally, our people can be free. I will lead the people with dedication and perseverance. Thank you, Min-Jeong, for helping the Incan people. I want you to have this statue as a token of my gratitude. So we get an extra reward just to top things off. +10 to 15 status from Secret. All scouts gain +10 speech. Again, no scouts, unfortunately, because that would be really nice. That would have been the second one we would have gotten this round. Or 2 discovery, and we'll take the 2 discovery. I mean, yeah. That will make us get us very close on our discovery spotter. Actually, that might give it to us, because that was a treasure. So we should get 3 there, right? No? Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Got 4 just from that. Awesome. That truly is deserving of the word awesome. Gain 4 discovery tokens. There's our points. And we need 5 for our next one. And that's the end of our Indian adventure. Let's see how we did on research. A good amount of status, not too bad. There's our research stacking up. And we do get a lot of status from research as well right now. Okay. It's probably enough for about 3 research papers, sadly. Sadly, 1100 research is only worth about 3 research papers, but that's good. Not complaining. The show-off is at it again. This time the Emperor awarded Ravelo more honorary titles because he built orphanages. Okay, whatever. We will indeed refrain from doing 3-star or less expeditions for some more points for ourselves. And we will send a report to a welcoming city. And I would like to send it to Timbuktu. My reason for that is because I believe this will activate the job that gives us discovery tokens. Okay. And there it is. No, that's not it. This is not the one that gives us discovery tokens, so never mind. That's a different one. We'll get that one eventually. Oops. I didn't mean to click that. Mistake. Mistakes were made. Oh well. Okay. Well, regardless. Okay, I just wanted to look at the 2. Alright. That's the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please put a like on it. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe. And if you have notifications on, it will let you know when new episodes come out. Yeah, this was a good episode. We did very well. Alright, I will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.